Untouchable, a mother's final gift. The news of my mother's death struck me hard, but what followed stunned me even more. She'd left me everything. Her entire estate. $3 million in cash, stocks, and a lakeside cabin she'd built from her smart real estate ventures. My wife, Vanessa, and I had been married for 9 years. We had a son, Ethan, and a comfortable life in Raleigh. But as we started planning my mother's funeral, something in her changed. The warmth she once had toward me was replaced with curt answers and long nights working late. 2 weeks after the will was read, she handed me divorce papers. Her voice was flat when she said, "I can't do this anymore." But I caught the flicker in her eyes, the glint of calculation. She thought she was about to cash in on my mother's fortune. It wasn't coincidence. Our marriage already had fractures, her endless shopping, the way she mocked my boring accounting job, but we'd kept things together. Until now. Mom's inheritance was the perfect exit for her. When I asked if there was someone else, she scoffed. "It's not about that." But her unlocked phone told the truth. Messages with her lawyer friend, Mark, plotting how to secure her share of my inheritance. My grief turned to fury. She wasn't just leaving, she was trying to profit from it. I didn't react immediately. Instead, I called my mother's attorney, Susan, who had managed the estate. That's when Susan revealed my mother's master plan. Mom had placed everything into a trust, one that could only be accessed by me and Ethan, under strict terms. She'd met Vanessa once and immediately sensed her greed. So she made sure her fortune would stay protected. Vanessa could go after marital property, but the inheritance was locked away, untouchable unless I voluntarily gave it up. Even from the grave, Mom was still protecting me. Vanessa had no idea. She moved into a fancy apartment, hired a ruthless lawyer, and demanded alimony plus half the estate. I let her believe she'd win. Quietly, I worked with Susan to shift all the liquid assets into the trust's protected accounts. Mom's cabin, Mom's pride, was titled solely in my name, separate from marital property. When Vanessa's lawyer pushed for mediation, I was ready. The mediation felt like a show. Vanessa's lawyer leaned back, smirking, reading off her demands as if the money was already hers. Then I slid the trust documents across the table. Susan sat beside me, calm and confident. The room went silent as they read the conditions. No spouse could ever touch the inheritance, unless I died or gave it willingly. Vanessa's expression collapsed. Her lawyer stuttered. "You really thought you could take Mom's legacy?" I said quietly. "She saw you coming." Her eyes burned with anger, but she was out of moves. The divorce went through. Vanessa walked away with a small share of our savings, modest alimony, and none of my mother's fortune. I kept our home and full custody of Ethan. Her late-night work trips, actually secret meetings with Mark, only weakened her case further. I sent copies of her scheming messages to her family. They were disgusted and cut her off completely. The friends who once admired her drifted away when her grand payday never arrived. Now my focus is Ethan. We spend weekends at Mom's cabin, fishing and sharing stories about her. I tell him she's still watching over us. Counseling helps him process the divorce. He misses his mom, but he's strong. Vanessa visits under supervision. Her apologies feel empty. She's working retail now, her luxurious lifestyle gone. Mark disappeared once the money vanished. Mom's foresight didn't just protect the fortune, it revealed Vanessa's true nature. I've started rebuilding my life, investing part of Mom's legacy into a college fund for Ethan and the small business I always dreamed of launching. People tell me I'm lucky, but it's not luck. It's Mom's love shielding us from Vanessa's greed. I'm dating again, carefully this time, choosing honesty over appearance. Vanessa still calls occasionally, her voice strained and desperate. She gave up everything chasing a fortune she could never touch. And Mom made sure of that. Our home feels brighter now, filled with Ethan's laughter and new memories. Vanessa's betrayal hurt, but Mom's wisdom softened the blow. A framed photo of Mom rests above the cabin's fireplace, a reminder of her strength and love. Vanessa thought she could outsmart us. Instead, she's living with the fallout while Ethan and I thrive. Last night, he asked if his mom would ever visit the cabin. I hugged him gently and said, "This place is Grandma's gift for us." Vanessa filed for divorce hoping to take Mom's fortune. But Mom outsmarted her at every turn. I'm not just a grieving son anymore. I'm a father carrying my mother's legacy forward, untouchable.